Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. EOC explains what to expect tonight as Typhoon Bualoi is approaching. Also, there are still shelter options available for those who are in need. And work has begun at the Saipan International Airport for new jetways. In sports, not a good day to play golf, but a good day to dream about an upcoming tournament. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling in fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love.
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick,
Bye, Dad.
but it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans
You want to go to the beach?
on how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Hafa-day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2019. The CNMI is preparing for Typhoon Bualoi as it is moving this way. KSPN sits down with the Emergency Operations Center for the details. It's been about 2 weeks since Typhoon Hagibis approached the CNMI. That's 2 typhoons in 1 month. And Gerald Guerrero from the Emergency Operations Center says Typhoon Bualoi is looking to take a similar route past Saipan.
It's looking to be in our favor. It continues to move northwest direction, which is earlier since yesterday. It was going west-northwest direction, passing Tinian and Saipan right above, I would say maybe 15 miles north. But this morning's advisory, it looks like it continues that northwest direction, which is now about 35 miles. Closest point of approach north of Saipan, and that's a good thing. We've been talking to National Weather Service, and the chances of dipping down south is very, very unlikely.
Acting Governor Arnold Palacios sent a request, which was approved by President Donald Trump, to declare a federal state of emergency for the CNMI, as Saipan and Tinian are looking to be a Typhoon Condition 2, moving into a Typhoon Condition 1, while Rhoda is a Typhoon Condition 3.
Damaging winds of 78 miles are possible within 48 hours. So again, that will give time for the community to go out and start prepping up. Gas up your cars, get food for the family, and really not to do it during the actual arrival of the storm.
Guerrero from EOC tells me the closest point of approach is expected to be at 10 p.m. tonight, where wind gusts will reach up to 100 miles per hour.
We got Department of Defense, we have the Mayor's Office of Saipan, and Department of Corrections are out there helping people that needs their tents to be lowered down. So, and then we advise them to go and seek shelter at different campuses.
Currently, 60 tents have been taken down, and operators are still on standby if you need help breaking down a tent on your property by contacting 237-8000. For the latest updates and bulletins from the EOC, Guerrero says the app Ready Sinamay is the best option and is free.
I encourage everybody to download it. Go to your app store and download it. In that way, you'll be up to date to any bulletins.
Operators at EOC also state there are no scheduled emergency water or power shutdowns by the Commonwealth Utilities Corporation at this moment. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell. Safety comes first, and to those who need cover, shelters are open and ready to accommodate. Sally Lemus has more details.
As the CNMI anticipates the coming of Typhoon Bualoi, shelters have been activated to accommodate residents who need protection, particularly those still in tents and with medical needs.
So right now we have 4 shelters that are open. We just closed down Culverville Elementary School, which just reached capacity. So in total, we have about 162 shelterees, about 27 families. The open shelters right now are Cagman High School, Marianas High School, Dan Head Start, which was activated at 9 p.m. last night, and the Aging Office, which is just for medical needs, and we have about 80 to 90 packs for a regular shelter use. So we can accommodate any additional medical needs when we need to. For the time being, we're working in partnership with CHCC in order to ensure that we have medical needs, medical equipment, all accommodated and taken care of for.
DPS personnel are on ground ready to assist residents who may need to get into shelters at the last minute. PSS also has several shelters on standby in case some schools may reach full capacity.
Because we have people in tents that are still recovering from Super Typhoon U2, we are highly encouraging residents to go to the nearest shelter for their safety. Yes, so CODA is activated to help residents be transported to the shelters. They can call 664-2690 for transportation needs to the designated shelters. They're the nearest ones.
PIO Kevin Bautista states the shelters do provide drinking water and non-potable water for sanitation. Again, for those who need more information on the nearest shelter near you, you may call EOC at 237-8000. This is Sally Lemus for KSPN News.
Managaha Island was closed today, and boat owners were parking and securing things in Smiling Cove Marina.
Tassi Tours decided last night to close Managaha for today and tomorrow, be reevaluated on Wednesday. Big boats have come into Smiling Cove to weather the storm, a repeat from Typhoon Hagibis. Nobody we talked to has insurance for Typhoon, so the best insurance is a good parking spot, secure lines, and some hope.
Keep my fingers crossed.
Much of the work got done yesterday, and the final touches were happening this morning.
And now they are in process of securing everything down.
Well, Smiling's pretty good. Everyone gets in and ties up tight, and just making sure that the boys' boats are not so far apart and whatever else.
Bob Bracken keeping a close eye on the weather.
No, I'm the same. I don't like them at all. It's just too much dramas. Have to shut down your shows, secure your job sites.
For the last typhoon, Steve Brownstein had his boat in the parking lot at Smiling Cove Marina. This time, he has moved it into the water.
You're on the side of precaution. So first thing is you need to tie your boat down, make sure that it's tied up really tight to the dock so it doesn't blow around and damage your boat, the docks, or someone else's boat. So it's something that you have to really be concerned about, and just about everyone on Saipan who has a boat really takes good care of their boats.
Still no jetways at the Saipan Airport, but some demolition work has begun. The parking spot for the United 737 flight that goes to and from Guam has been moved to a few meters to the south as work has begun on dismantling the old jetways. These jetways were damaged in Typhoon U2, and CPA has said that new jetways are being built. Currently, all the airlines are using stairs. Not a big deal when the weather is good, but challenging during wind and rain, and also difficult for wheelchair customers. The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation is advising all residents using generators to ensure the main breaker is turned off on their home panel to prevent electrical backfeed. CUC states this can cause danger to line crew and even result in death from incorrectly installed generators. Generators should not be used unless connected through a double throw switch. The feedback through incorrectly connected generators can cause re-energizing of the overhead system to 7,970 volts. For more information, monitor or for the latest updates, monitor CUC's Facebook page or contact the CUC call center at 664-4282. Coming up, we head out to local businesses to see how they are preparing for tonight's typhoon. Stay tuned.
Watch the Visitors Channel online, on time, anytime at saipantv.com. Where to go, what to see, what to do. Restaurants, spas, activities, and culture, it's all in one place, in high definition, on your mobile device. saipantv.com. Check it out.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. As the island receives information about Typhoon Bualoi, everyone heads out to get work done. KSPN's Sally Lemus speaks with business owners how they are preparing.
For the second time this month, the island is in a quick act to assemble everything they need for this typhoon. Residents and establishments have begun their typhoon preparedness routine over the weekend until today.
I think Sunday, and we know that the typhoon is coming, so we make it full our tank. We secured our generator, our RO machine, we maintain. So we continue produce water. So if ever they need water continuously, we can give it them.
Water is definitely a necessity when expecting a typhoon. The store manager says he sent out 10 delivery trucks since this morning to serve all their regular customers, and they have also extended their store hours to accommodate walk-ins.
We have a full staff today. The other guys, they scheduled for afternoon. We called them to work this morning, so we can give them all, especially the walk-in. So we can, no problem with that. So we have full staff today. 7:30, they're here already. But before 8, we open. So no problem with that.
So has there been a lot of walk-in customers?
Yeah, there's a lot. Last time, the Hagibis typhoon, the line is up to Tacitor's. But for now, it's short, up to the entrance only.
We also head out to a supermarket that just opened this month and see how they are preparing for the typhoon.
We have generators, and my boss already preparing us if in case there's for the emergency. So they already prepare.
The cashier says the store has had a lot of customers, but aren't worried about running out of stocks just yet since they have just opened.
More customers, especially when there's a disaster.
What were the items that were mostly being bought?
Canned goods. and especially batteries and candles. Yeah, but frozen, not really.
On Guam, the month of October is used to raise awareness on the dangers of drug abuse. KUAM reports.
Half a day CNMI, here's what's making news on Guam. October is Red Ribbon Month, and this year's theme is Send a Message, Stay Drug Free. Here's more on what is being done to raise awareness about the dangers of drug abuse.
Red Ribbon Week is a national event remembering the life of Enrique Kiki Camarena, a former DEA agent who was kidnapped and murdered by drug traffickers in Guadalajara, Mexico back in 1985. Edward Talbot is a resident agent in charge for Guam and Saipan.
Through a grassroots effort, through a congressman in San Diego and people from his high school, they began wearing red ribbons. And then ultimately, through support of Nancy Reagan and the National Family Partnership, it really took hold in 1988, and here we are today.
On October 1st, a proclamation ceremony was held at St. Anthony Catholic School, declaring October as Red Ribbon Month and October 23rd through the 31st as Red Ribbon Week on Island. The campaign is the oldest and largest drug prevention campaign in the country.
In partnership with the Red Ribbon Community, which encompasses local and federal entities, law enforcement, and others, they're going through the Department of Education on Guam and visiting elementary, middle, and high schools to get the message out about staying drug-free.
Talbot says that the committee recently wrapped up outreach with about 11 elementary schools, and this week they'll make their way to the middle schools that have signed up.
Guam does a great job because we do it the entire month, and it really gets the message out to the kids. We were just, I was in Saipan yesterday and visited Dan Middle School, had a great turnout. The kids were great and they were excited, and we believe it's an important message to keep them informed and drug-free.
He adds that this type of message is ideal to get out at schools because these are their formative years.
With young kids and juveniles, what they're exposed to, especially today's day and age, right? Social media, and there's good and bad with that, but it's a constant cycle of 24/7 inundation of information.
As for a message Talbot has for the island community,
stay drug-free, get the message out, talk to your kids, talk to their teachers and their counselors and their principals, community leaders. It's a community effort. We can't do it alone. We couldn't do this without the Guam Red Ribbon Committee or the CNMI Red Ribbon Committee, because that truly is a community effort, and we believe that is part of staying drug-free.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Goncharfris.
Stay connected via our KUM mobile news app. Follow us on any of the social media platforms and sign up for our weekly email newsletter, KUM Digital Digest, on KUAM.com. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Thank you, Adriana. Coming up, KSPN2 Sports Report. And how well do you know Saipan? Huh? We're going to find out next.
Faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 2 Health Talk. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center. Health researchers have identified a surprising new predictor for risky behavior among teenagers and young adults, the energy drink. Super caffeinated energy drinks with names like Red Bull, Monster, Full Throttle, and AMP have surged in popularity in the past decade. The trend has been the source of growing concern among health researchers and school officials. The drinks have been linked with reports of nausea, abnormal heart rhythms, and emergency room visits. New research suggests the drinks are associated with a health issue far more worrisome than the jittery effects of caffeine, and that's risk-taking. In March, the Journal of American College Health published a report on the link between energy drinks, athletics, and risky behavior. The study's authors suggest that high consumption of energy drinks is associated with what he calls toxic jock behavior, a mix of risky and aggressive behaviors including unprotected sex, substance abuse, and violence. The drinks include a variety of ingredients in different combinations, including plant-based stimulants like guarana, herbs like ginkgo biloba and ginseng, sugar, amino acids, including taurine, as well as vitamins. But the main active ingredient is caffeine. All of these stimulants in high doses can be harmful to your child's health. When your kids are thirsty, encourage them to reach for water and low-sugar sports drinks for hydration. As with most things, encourage moderation. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center. Please join me again next week and have a healthy week.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, we have one more golf tournament of 2019 that we're keeping our eyes open for. Pacifica Insurance has been the latest corporate sponsor to add to the total prize list for Jotan Kiju Public Library fundraising golf tournament.
Last tournament of the season, people, come on down and support your public library, because all these proceeds will not only go to the Jotan Kizu Public Library, but the Tinian Public Library, the Antonio C. Attiling Memorial Library on Rhoda, and our bookmobile, and all the programs and services that we give back to the community. So we hope you please take advantage of this opportunity, support the library. It's our biggest fundraiser, and it's all for you. It's all for our community.
November 10th, maybe we won't have a typhoon then. Well, even us old timers sometimes see some new places or forgotten places on this island, and I was meandering around the other day and stumbled upon something that made me think, wait, what was that? What was that for? And let's see if you know what this is.
Here it is. Look at that. Oh, there's another one. It's right next to the first. Is it A, a parking stall, B, a racquetball court, C, just another unfinished building, or D, a mold laboratory? Well, there's the correct answer. Racquetball court. They're out of commission now. They're located on the backside of Marianas High School, long abandoned and forgotten. And the only outdoor racquetball courts on Saipan. Hotel Nico used to have indoor racquetball courts. Racquetball, anyone?
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Traveling or laying over on Guam? Don't wait around. Zip into Guam Adventures Zipline Park inside the Hilton Resort and Spa. Guides will take you through a series of zips, starting with a mountain course and then zip over the ocean with spectacular views of Tumon Bay. 6 zip lines in all deliver a thrilling experience, and it's family friendly, so bring the kids ages 6 and up. You'll love the security of double lines and a new braking system to make riding smoother. The towers are named after the islands in the Marianas. We call it the Island Hopper. Your guides will teach you what you need to know to soar through the jungle with a bird's eye view. Best of all, for residents of Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, you can book this experience at 20% savings. Log on to GuamAdventures.com and during checkout, use offer code HAFA20. Book it and zip it today. We'll even pick you up.
All right, Bob, I actually went with D, mold laboratory, but was that wrong?
No, I don't think you're really wrong. Now that I look at it, I think that was, you got B or D, you both got it right, but those were built a long time ago, back in the 90s when that gym went up. I'd never been used that I'm aware of, but there's a lot of mold, and you can park your car there, so it's actually a parking stall also. And I don't think they really finished it because So I think all the answers were.
I'm gonna go.
So
make
nobody's
a new
wrong.
one.
Nobody's
all the
wrong.
above. There you go.
Nobody's wrong. Hey, this typhoon. This is what everybody's talking about, and it's gonna sometime tonight around midnight maybe. We're expecting the worst. And the name. How'd you say the name again?
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Bualoi. I don't know. I say it different.
Bualoi, I think that's fine. How do you say Hagibus? Hagibus? How do you say Pseudolor? Pseudolor?
Yeah.
All these new names are coming up. Before, the names were very easy. Pamela, Kim, Jean, Karen. They were all American girls' names up until 1998. And there you can see Bualoi. I hope that's right. It's a word from Thailand. It's rice. It's rice balls and
dessert, right?
coconut milk. Yeah. And there it is right there. So expected to pass a little bit north of us towards Anatan. And the thing about being prepared is you cannot prepare for, there's no difference between preparing for Category 1 and Category 5. You just prepare the very best and then let things see,
you never
fall
know.
out. You never know.
As we saw from you two, we knew.
And
had no idea it was that.
whoever said better be safe than sorry, I think they were talking about typhoon preparation.
I think so too, yeah. Better safe than sorry at all costs.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching, and please stay safe tonight. Tune in tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.